Hey, I just wanted to go over a couple quick updates I did to the channel tools. It's now version 13. For the most part, all the tools are still there. It's all still same functionality. I did go over the add time offset and the add, where is it? There it is. Insert frame cache and insert frame cache single add in a different video. You can find that. I'll put it in a link or something like that. But I did want to show you one of the additions I made that I actually am kind of psyched about. And that is, I don't know why I never thought of this before, but it's just a way to do multiple channels. So if we put in like dog, cat, fish, goat, and hit enter, I'm actually going to get multi-channels added. So now I have 3 channels added just with spaces in there. Now if I go in here and do the same thing and use Boolean, I'll get Boolean channels. And if I go back and undo that and do add int, there'll be integer channels. And you can always grab those channels and, of course, go in and convert to, say, float, right? So now they're float. Of course, it did change the order on me, so you can always go in there. And I think dog was the first. Was it dog, cat, fish? Yeah, dog, cat, goat, fish, goat's last. There we go. Cool. And if you used my tools before, you know that those connections, if it had connections, would stay together when you're moving channels around like that. But I also added, and let's put another divider in here just because, I also added a quick way to add enum values. So enum values are basically an int value, but it gives you a word or an information in here. So you've probably seen it before where you go over here and say modify, edit attribute, and, oh no, sorry, oh my gosh. See, I never do it this way. I always use my tool. Modify add attribute. And this is one of the things that always drives me crazy and why. It's just a UI thing. Just open the UI. If I don't have anything selected, it won't do it. So I'm going to go back here and say modify, add attribute. And now that I have something selected, it'll actually do it, which is very weird that it wouldn't do it because I did it before. So an enum channel, which is, I don't even care what I call it. I would select enum, and then I'd go in here and put in my names, right? It's a little bit weird because this has to trip people up a lot in that it doesn't show it to you. Most people don't realize that this is actually another way to add it. It's kind of weird that it does it that way. I thought, oh, you know what? I should add that to the channel tool because I use it all the time. So let's just call it like e-channel or whatever. And I'm going to use a colon, which is 2 double dots. It's the, I'm looking at my keyboard. It's 3 over from enter, but, not the one with shift, which is a semicolon. The colon is just the, or no, it is the one with the shift. Terribly sorry. It's, shift, and it gives you the double dots, which is how, when you add an attribute in Maya, it does it. So if you're familiar with scripting this, that's how you give it to the enum channels. So what I'm going to do is the first thing I put in here is going to be the name of the channel, and then the following information will be the enums. So let's put in red, blue, green, super, dog, right? And I'll hit enter, and because it has those colons in there, it knows, oh, this is an enum that I want to make. And if I go in here, I can now see I have that created for me really quickly. I've just started using this, and I've found, oh my God, it has saved me so much time from before. It's a little bit weird on the syntax. I do agree with that. I'm just trying to figure out a good way to do it, but I think that works pretty good. And of course, you can, I don't know, can I convert that to Boolean? Oh yeah, it did. Weird. What if I convert that to an integer? Yep, it takes the right min-max. Cool. All right, so I hope this is helpful. And again, you can get it on my Gumroad. And if you have any suggestions or tips or want to know what a functionality does, or if you have any bugs, which there possibly are, but I do update it all the time. And if you do buy it, you do get the updates when I update them. So yeah, I hope that helps.